So let's do some examples of determining perimeter and area. So first we have a rectangle, okay, and the sides are 4.2 centimeters and 3.6 centimeters. So let's do perimeter first. Okay. We know our perimeter formula is we need to add up all the side lengths. So in the case of a rectangle, we have 2 of these lengths and we have 2 of these lengths. So if we insert our values, our length is 4.2 centimeters and our width is 3.6 centimeters. So we have, this will be 8.4 plus 7.2, so our perimeter will be 15.6, and don't forget units, centimeters. So perimeter is in centimeters because we have gone this many centimeters, this many centimeters, this many centimeters, so we've basically gone a total distance of a certain number of centimeters. To do area, okay, area for a rectangle is basically the length multiplied by the width. So length times width. Okay. So in this case we've got 4.2 times 3.6, sorry. Which is equal to 15.12. And the units for area, don't forget, in this case we've multiplied centimeters together. So we have centimeters squared as our units. So that's a rectangle. We want to do a triangle, very similar, except for a perimeter, since we don't have double any of the lengths, they're all different lengths. So for perimeter, we're just going to have one side length plus another one plus another one. And of course you can label these, but it doesn't really matter which order you put them in. 2.3 plus 2.5. Add them all up. 0.4. And in this case we have meters. So be super careful with the problem that you're looking at. In this case, we have meters. Area of a triangle is always half the base times the height. Okay. And the reason for that is if we were to make this a rectangle with this as the length and this as the width, the triangle is always going to be half of the area of the square, or of the rectangle. So we have half of the length of the base for this triangle is 3.6 meters. Basically, the base is wherever the right angle for your height connects. So of course you could look at a triangle from this way and do the height, or you could look at this as the base and do the height from here. But in this case, this is our height, so we need to use the 3.6 as our base. And then our height is 1.6. If we calculate that, we get 2.88, and the units for area, we multiplied 2 meters together, so we have meters squared. Not too bad so far. Now to do a circle, perimeter is always the distance around an object, but in the case of a circle we have a special word for it. Remember, we call it circumference. So I'm going to use a C for that, and that is circumference. Remember, circumference is 2 multiplied by pi multiplied by r. So if we have 2 pi, our radius in this case is 3 inches. 3. Punch that in, we get 18.85 inches is the circumference. To calculate the area of a circle, it is pi times radius squared. Pi times 3 squared. Punch that into your calculator. 0.27 square inches. Okay. If you're interested about where these formulas have come from, why circumference is 2 pi r and why area is pi r squared, I've given you another little video about where those come from and why they work.